Take a look around you. Take a look around you. The world we've built, the technology we use, the societies we've formed, it's all the result of an incredible journey, a story millions of years in the making. But where did it all begin? To find the answer, we need to travel back in time, way back, to a world you wouldn't recognize. Our story starts 85 million years ago. Dinosaurs still roamed the earth, but among the trees, a new kind of mammal was emerging, small, resourceful, and adaptable. These were the very first primates. They were our distant ancestors, the pioneers who branched off from other mammals, setting in motion a chain of events that would eventually lead to us. Let's jump forward to 55 million years ago. The world is a lush, tropical paradise. In these dense, sprawling forests, we meet some of the earliest true primates. Imagine creatures resembling modern-day lemurs, leaping through the canopy. They had grasping hands and forward-facing eyes, crucial adaptations for life in the trees. These features allowed them to judge distances perfectly and cling to branches, giving them an edge in their arboreal world. This was a critical step, the development of the basic primate blueprint. For millions of years, our ancestors thrived in these forests. But the world is always changing. Around 6 to 7 million years ago, the climate in Africa began to shift. The vast forests started to shrink, giving way to open grasslands, the savanna. This dramatic environmental change presented a huge challenge, but also a monumental opportunity. Forced out of the trees, our ancestors had to adapt or perish. And adapt they did. This is where we meet a truly pivotal figure in our story, Australopithecus. Picture a creature not quite ape, not quite human, venturing out into the open savanna. And then, it happens. They take their first hesitant, yet revolutionary, steps on 2 feet. This is the dawn of bipedalism. Walking upright was a game-changer. It freed up their hands, allowing them to carry food, tools, and their young. It also helped them see over the tall grasses, spotting both predators and opportunities from a distance. These first steps were not just a new way to move. They were the first steps towards becoming human. Now, let's fast forward to about 2.5 million years ago. The brain of our ancestors has been slowly growing, and with it, a new kind of intelligence. We encounter Homo habilis, which literally means handyman, and for a good reason. Homo habilis was the first of our line to consistently create and use tools. They weren't crafting intricate spearheads yet. These were simple stone choppers, made by striking one rock against another to create a sharp edge. But don't underestimate their importance. These primitive tools were a massive leap forward. They allowed Homo habilis to butcher carcasses, crack open bones for nutritious marrow, and process tough plant materials. It was the birth of technology, the first glimmer of human ingenuity. This ability to shape the world to their will was a profound shift, unlocking new food sources and paving the way for everything to come. The journey continues, and our next ancestor is a true globetrotter. Around 2 million years ago, Homo erectus, upright man, appears on the scene, taller, with a much larger brain than their predecessors. Homo erectus was a force to be reckoned with. They were masters of their environment. They crafted more sophisticated tools, like the iconic Aculine hand axe, a versatile teardrop-shaped tool that remained in use for over 1 million years. But their greatest achievement was arguably the mastery of fire. Imagine the scene, a small group of Homo erectus, huddled around a crackling flame on a dark savanna night. Fire provided warmth, protection from predators, and a way to cook food. Cooking made food easier to digest and unlocked more nutrients, which in turn may have fueled the growth of their even larger brains. With these advanced tools and the power of fire, Homo erectus became the first hominin to venture out of Africa. Their fossils have been found across Asia and Europe, a testament to their incredible adaptability and pioneering spirit. They were the first true world explorers. For hundreds of thousands of years, Homo erectus and their descendants populated vast regions of the globe. Different groups evolved in different environments, leading to a fascinating diversity of hominins. In Europe and Western Asia, the famous Neanderthals emerged. Stocky and powerful, they were superbly adapted to the cold climates of the Ice Age. They were intelligent hunters, cared for their sick and elderly, and may have even had their own symbolic traditions. They were not the brutish caveman of popular myth, but a successful and sophisticated branch of the human family tree. Meanwhile, back in Africa, the cradle of humanity, something truly special was happening. Around 300,000 years ago, a new species emerged, Homo sapiens, US. Anatomically, we were much like we are today, but what truly set us apart was our cognitive toolkit. Our brains were wired for complex, abstract thought, for language, for art, and for innovation on a scale never seen before. We created intricate tools from bone and antler, developed projectile weapons like spears and later, bows and arrows, allowing us to hunt from a safe distance. We created jewelry, cave paintings, and musical instruments. We were building a rich, symbolic culture. As Homo sapiens began to expand out of Africa around 70,000 years ago, they encountered their long-lost cousins, like the Neanderthals in Europe and the Denisovans in Asia. What happened when these different human groups met? The evidence suggests it was complex. There was likely competition, but there was also interaction. Genetic studies have shown that many modern humans with non-African ancestry carry small amounts of Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA. We didn't just replace them. In some cases, we interbred with them. Their legacy lives on, woven into our very genetic code. But ultimately, it was Homo sapiens who thrived. Why? Perhaps it was our more sophisticated social networks, our ability to communicate complex ideas, or our sheer adaptability that gave us the edge. Whatever the reason, as other hominin species dwindled and eventually disappeared, we continued to spread. We crossed seas on primitive rafts to reach Australia. We pushed north into the frozen landscapes of Siberia, and from there, crossed the Bering Land Bridge into the Americas. Within a few tens of thousands of years, Homo sapiens had colonized every habitable continent on Earth, from the savannas of Africa to the frozen Arctic, from the highest mountains to the most remote islands. Our species had conquered the globe. This incredible expansion marks the culmination of a multi-million-year odyssey. From a small mammal scurrying in the shadow of dinosaurs, to a bipedal ape taking its first steps on the savanna, from a handyman chipping stones, to a firemaster exploring the world, from a diverse family of human species, to a single, globally dominant one. This is our story. The story of human evolution is a testament to resilience, to innovation, and to the relentless drive to adapt and explore. It's a journey that has shaped every aspect of who we are today. And the most exciting part, the story isn't over. Our evolution continues. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through time. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.